It's that white people, really educated white people especially, really enjoy the idea of showing that they're not racists. That's actually a victory in itself. I mean, think about how Archie Bunker would have felt about this sort of thing. But the 70s in particular were when the idea was not only that you get rid of segregation, but that you're not supposed to be prejudiced, as people used to say. You're not supposed to be a bigot. And it worked. And I think many white people are very proud of themselves for that. And I think that it's slowly transmogrified into a kind of replacement for Protestantism as it eclipses, where your grace is that you are not a racist. So you have white people who are ready to demonstrate this at the same time as you have Black people who, after the Civil Rights Revolution, are still haunted by insecurity because of how Black America was treated for almost 400 years. And if you are a human being seeking a sense of purpose and security and well being and comfort, you might choose the victimization complex. Any human being can do this. But if you're a Black person, a particular way to do it is to exaggerate about racism and to found your sense of significance on being a victim of something now referred to abstractly as systemic racism, et cetera. And so there are many Black people who enjoy the condescension that I think comes from a lot of whites in treating us as these delicate creatures. And so it becomes a kind of dance. Shelby Steele wrote about this better than I can ever say it way back in the early 90s. I read him at that time and I thought, this guy gets it. And he clearly isn't crazy either. And so that's what it is. And so we're not allowed to admit how much better things have gotten. There's a certain kind of person, and they are of all colors, where if you point to the good news, they don't want to accept it. It's unpleasant for them to hear how much better things have gotten, and they're thinking that their job as moral actors is to find evidence to go against it. And that's a weird thing. I think that's probably unprecedented in human history for a group of people to not want to admit that things are better. We live in strange times, but that's what happened in the late 20th century in the United States.
You know,